I'm Zebo Furqatzoda from Tajikistan. I am studying at NYU Abu Dhabi, majoring in philosophy and economics. Currently, I'm interning at Shorooq Partners on the gaming investment team. I wanted to understand the investment ecosystem in the region better, and Shorooq Partners was one of the first ones that the Career Development Center at NYU Abu Dhabi told us about. And when I just searched Google and came across the website, from the videos, the energies that people had there, and the long-term thinking that was obvious from the statements made on the website, it made me take the first step and apply. I had different rounds of interviews, and one different thing about Shorooq Partners interviews was that it was challenging. In a way where the questions weren't the ones that you typically find online. Questions were very particular about my CV, about my personality and my work attitude and how that would contribute to Shorooq Partners. And that was challenging, but I also understood that because of this challenge, this is the place where I want to be. I'm helping founders to perfect their pitch and be ready for the demo day. I also work on the Ecosystem Partners project where we help founders to scale out of their region. An example of that was our partnership with Coca, where we helped the Korean founders to come to the UAE and get familiar with the ecosystem. I was co-leading on a project where we were working on the quarterly gaming reports. And the last project where I'm involved in is helping the ecosystem to understand the gaming better by producing podcasts where we invite different veterans and gaming leaders. And I was hosting the podcast myself and producing it. The first lesson that I think is the biggest one for me is structuring my thoughts. Shorooq Partners, our presentations, our weekly Monday calls help me to see how other people speak and present. And I noticed their style of presenting, which was kind of like top down. And I learned it, and in my communication with others, I was using it as well. The second one was the long-term thinking, where you think about the macro goals and the overarching bigger goals that are happening, and then how your actions right now would help that goal to happen faster. I would say very inclusive. I remember the first day when I came, I felt that the firm and the people here are welcoming me. And I felt from the first day that I'm part of the team. And that was shown from, for example, the way how I was asked to introduce myself and tell people why I'm interning here, or lunch that we had together in the first day. I think those small things really helped me to feel welcome. I remember when we had our gaming awards ceremony, when Shorooq Partners' name was called, and together we just stood up and we said to each other that we got it, and we walked on the stage. I think that was the moment where I felt proud, because being in the team and seeing how much everybody puts effort and hard work, I knew what goes behind this award. I think it's common for many companies to think about the next 5 months, 1 year, 3 years, the life cycle of a fund. But I think Shorooq Partners thinks about the next 40 years, and that long-term thinking also drives the way how we do things today. And I think that's why it also attracts that caliber of talent who is very ambitious and who wants challenges, because only when the challenge is that hard, people will come together to go for it. A fun, memorable experience that I had was the Secret Santa dinner that we had. The moment where a colleague of mine kind of like guesses what I would like and gives me the book that I exactly want without mentioning it to anyone, but they know it because they know me. And seeing just like everyone laughing and talking and sharing moments and giving each other presents and kind of like understanding who the Secret Santa is, I think that was my favorite moment. If I could describe an ideal persona for Shorooq Partners internship, it would be somebody who is proactive, who thinks long-term, who is ambitious, and who is also able to multitask, because it's a challenging work, and balancing that with your schoolwork and still performing at your best. If you can do it, I think you'll be a perfect fit for the firm. I could describe Shorooq Partners in 3 words. That would be exposure, growth, and opportunity. After my internship at Shorooq Partners, I will go to China to do my study away at NYU Shanghai, and then I will go to New York to do my second study away at NYU New York, and then I'm looking forward to coming back